What is up, everybody? Master Darkpoi Gaming. I am Darkpoi, and welcome to the channel. This is the third round of the Beating Bam playoffs. Beating Bam is a tournament that's held throughout the year by Bam and NNM. If you beat Bam in any one of his Beating Bam tournaments, you will qualify for the Beating Bam playoffs, and that's what you're watching here today. First off the tee box, we have Vaslim10. Josiahh's up next, going for this dog leg right. It's very easy to mess this shot up. Any one mistake, clipping some leaves, hitting a tree, it could easily mess you up or kick you over an OB. And this card is full of some talented players, so make sure you stick through the entire video. Codeblue taking the shot, lining it up. Waiting for the sway to line up for the proper shot. This looks like it's going to be a little early. It is. Clips the tree. Not going to have enough power to get all the way over the water. Going to have to bring it back to the re-tee. Definitely not what you want to see this late in the game. But these things do happen. It's important to make sure you keep your composure when that happens. Line your second shot up perfectly, just like Codeblue did there. Minimalize the damage. He will take a decent walk away from this hole, you know? You could easily throw in OB and still get the birdie if you line your shot up right, but you do have to get across the water initially in order for that to happen. Our card collectively picking up some eagles, Codeblue having to settle for the par. It is unfortunate, but these things do happen. Going into hole 2, Vaslim is first to tee off. This is not looking great. Hits the tree. That's a 50-50. You hit the tree on the other side, it plays safe, and you have an eagle. Look, it's long, but it's there. Unfortunate to hit the tree on that side, though, and shoot over an OB for no second chance. Josiah lines up the shot. This is looking very nice. That's going to be okay. I think that's going to be okay. It's a longer shot, and if you miss, there's that little spot that'll kick you down an OB, but I think it's definitely doable. Isaac lining the shot up. Clipping the wall here. That is okay as long as the second shot approaches the basket correctly. Codeblue lining the shot up, waiting for the sway. Oh, a little bit more of a bounce. That goes over the wall and into OB. I'll call that a save. Alright, now we've got Vaslim's second shot. This is from the drop zone. Nice little park up there. Not bad at all. Isaac very barely clipping the wall there, but it's enough to send him over to the left. Definitely not a great situation to lose a stroke there. Codeblue going with an approach shot that looks very clean. Isaac having to recover. Ooh, it's a good thing that wall stopped it from slipping down into that OB space. That would have been even worse. Josiah going for a run. Does not sink the shot. Still a great shot. And now our card's gonna settle for some pars here. Codeblue taking the birdie. And Josiah taking the birdie. Hole 3, Codeblue leading us off the tee box this time. We have a very dangerous hole, easy to skip over and into this water. Also very easy to clip into any of these fruits and send your disc back into the water or into some funky direction. Very important to play this nice and smart. You could play it short and then take your second shot over. What I like to do is what you saw right here from Josiah, is I like to go with a big skip and skip real far back deep. I have a comebacker for the putt save. Vaslim going with the softer approach in front of the creek. Isaac going with a similar line. Bouncing up but not crossing the creek. Isaac's second shot lines it up. That's a great shot. Sinks the eagle there. That's definitely what you want to do here. Slim waiting for the sway, taking the time, making sure that it's lined up just correctly. And that's what you want to see, taking the time, lining up the shot, and landing the eagle. Josiah from the backside clips the fruit. Talk about some tomfoolery. Wow, it like clipped the fruit, got stuck for a second, decided let's just go around the basket and dropped on the other side. You don't see that very often, but when that happens like that, whoo! I think we should be glad though that it didn't hit the fruit and shoot off like some crazy slingshot. Alright, going into the next hole, hole 4, we've got Virginia Slim leading us off the tee box. This can be a very difficult hole. It can be a separator. If you don't get this first shot lined up just correctly, it can be very difficult to recover. Our card does a very nice job of getting this first tee off the shot into a decent situation for each and every player. Great job, very well done. I find that whether you go with an understable disc, an overstable disc, a flex line shot, forehand, backhand, there is a line for everybody here for the safe play. The most important thing in my opinion is staying clear of these trees. These first availables will really put you far back, and if there is a second mistake from being far back and you do end up OB for some awful reason, you're gonna find yourself hating life because of this hole. So I love to see this hole in the layouts. It's definitely a separator in my opinion, and let's see how well our card actually does here. These are our second shots now. Codeblue going with a big forehand drive shot. That's a great situation. Josiah doing something very similar. I like it. Giving the third shot a very nice likelihood there. Isaac going with a shorter disc, but similar outcome. Virginia Slim has to be sneaky here. Can't afford to clip a tree or a rock. Gets through just fine. You love to see it. All of our cards showing us how easy this hole can be taken care of. Oh no, Isaac. It almost looked like it clipped one of the leaves, but didn't. Fall short though. Unfortunate to not pick up the birdie there. I believe he loses a stroke to the card here for that mistake. That is a rough one to see this late in the tournament. And you see there that the rest of our card picks up the birdies just nicely. Isaac having to settle for the par. It is what it is. Moving on to hole number 5, we got a big right to left wind here. Virginia Slim's leading us off the box still. He gets stuck on the wall here, but it's looking like that rock is not going to be a problem for him. It might be. We'll have to see what the second shot lineup looks like. Codeblue going with the big skip rive. Rides the wind, pushes up and over the hill, and for all of you players who are not aware, yes, there is a little valley over here. You'll see that there is a shot for the basket. A lot of players that I've talked to who are newer are not aware of that spot. So, you know, if you throw a big long shot, you can play over into that valley and there is a line over to the basket. It's not an easy shot as you're going to see, but it is there. Isaac teeing up. Getting the big skip, pushing over into the valley as well. Alright, we got Josiah. It looks like I was correct. The rock was not in the way. That's good news. Gets the tap-in birdie. Very nice play, Josiah. Same thing with Virginia Slim. Is able to stay clear of the rock. Aims a little bit high for the drop. Nice, safe pitch up. Gonna walk away with the birdie there. Isaac getting the same result. Codeblue doing the same thing. You gotta love the fact that all of our players... Wow, Codeblue almost making the big shot. You gotta appreciate that all 4 of our players know how to walk away with the birdie on this one. This can be an easy mistake and an inconvenient separator if you take it for granted, but if you play it smart and you're able to get clean shots, should be an easy birdie. Next we got hole 6. This is a big-time mistake. Virginia Slim catching the skip and getting pushed hard with the understable disc into OB. That's going to be a heartbreaker shot there. Codeblue going with the Paradigm. Paradigm clipping the bush just a tiny bit, but it does not have enough juice to get all the way into the out of bounds for a clean fairway hit. That's far, but still a decent shot and able to be made. Josiah off the tee. takes the big shot. Big skip. Oh, you gotta love it. That was a fantastic drive. Isaac off the box. Clips the trees here. Not going to be enough ground play to go in OB, so that's going to be a good situation. Virginia Slim lining up the fuse shot. Having to pitch over from the OB is an unfortunate situation, but it is what it is. Codeblue going for the shot number 2. Does not make the long throw in. Isaac, shot number 2 as well. This is no gimme. Hits the cage. That would have been a great one to land there. Slim taking the bogey. Blue taking the par. Josiah walking away with the solo birdie. What a great drive. Getting a separator on the card. Great job. Isaac settling for par. All right, leading us off the box for hole number 7, we have Josiah. Nice big clean fairway hit right in the middle. Codeblue is second off the box for us here. Very similar shot, just hitting the fairway hit. Isaac going with a type of flex shot. Hits the ground, gets a weird little kick, but I think that's going to be just fine. And Slim with the paradigm. Doesn't get a gigantic skip, but again, all 4 of our players getting a clean fairway hit. With the right shot from here, this should be a nice clean birdie for all 4 of our players. Isaac going safe side, making sure to stay clear of the water on the right side. It's a little bit of a risk when it comes to the longer putt, but again, should not be a problem. Virginia Slim playing an approach shot that looks very nice, a little risky, but stays clean and away from the water. Good job. Josiah. Similar shot. Getting it also to play safe. And all 4 of our players showing us that they can, in fact, stay free of this water. Let's see if all 4 of them can clean up their putts. Codeblue at 100 plus feet. Waiting for the sway. Hope is a great putter. Codeblue taking the eagle there. Isaac also getting a fantastic shot. Nice eagle. And Josiah. Nice straight shot there. This raised basket can be tricky at times, but it's not looking like it's going to be a problem for our card. All 4 of our players taking the eagle. Fantastic superstar frame. Alright, hole 8, we got the Foxtail Meadows Big Downhill Mando. I absolutely hate this hole because every time I play it, I butcher it, I end up in OB, miss the Mando, scramble terribly, and overshoot the green. So, let's see how it's done. All 4 of our players getting shots to all fall down into the fairway. All 4 of our players showing us how it is done. I feel like this hole has just a tiny bit of luck required. Not like saying you need to be lucky. I'm saying that it's very easy to snag a tree, hit anything. And from my experiences, I just can't seem to find the right line that'll get me down here clean and help keep me so that I stay away from like flirting with the OB on the right and hitting the Mando correctly. Shot number 2, Isaac taking the shot. Oh no, clips the tree. That's tough to see. That should have gotten much more distance. Same with Codeblue. Wow, 2 of our players hitting trees and not getting through the Mando. Those are both strokes left on the field for sure. Wow, that's tough. Josiah getting risky, pushing along, but the rock keeps him safe. Very nice. Virginia Slim having to go for the scramble shot. I like the sky shot here. Working the big U. I dig it. I play a very similar shot there when I'm stuck around that Mando. Isaac taking a low laser beam shot. Is able to clip the little ledge to keep him inside circle's edge. You love to see it. I just want to take this second to say thank you for watching the entire video with me. Please, if you could hit that like button, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe so you don't miss any of the content. Thanks to Bam for inviting me along to do this commentary. I had a blast working with all the different players. So thank you so much for watching the video. I appreciate your time, and now let's get back to it. Alright now, hole 9, big time water skip play. The wind is a little bit friendly for this hole, so you're gonna see how all 4 of our players work the water skip. Josiah getting a tiny bit of course love. Probably should have been an OB there, but you take it when it's given. The course said no. All clear. Virginia Slim taking the shot off the tee. Big skip, nice and clean. You like to see it. Next we have Codeblue. Going with the understable disc, gets the nice turn. Gets the flip up to fade. Skips off the water nicely. Codeblue landing safely on the beach side there. And last we have Isaac taking the shot. Good water skip, clean all the way to the island. You like to see all 4 of our players getting the clean look. Codeblue shot 2, going with the big skip ride. I love this disc, it's a great shot. Does not fall over the edge of the wall there, giving him a great look for eagle. You love an eagle on this play. Josiah lining up the shot. It's not gonna push far enough. This is what I'm talking about. I hate it when this happens to me. That can be a brutal recovery putt, having to go blind over the hill. Tough to see. Slim, what a great shot. Pushes a little far to the right. This may be a little bit risky. Slides down a little bit. That might actually help. That little slide down the hill might help a little bit. If you're over too far to the right there, the rock can be in your way for the putt, and it would be terrible to lose a stroke there because of that rock. And that rock can cause you a stroke, which is tough. Okay, let's see if Josiah can get a little blind putt love. Very clean, very nice. Very good job, Josiah, to get the eagle. That blind putt is not an easy shot. Isaac. Oh, no. Isaac, that was a great putt. It's unfortunate that you clipped the little hillside there. At least it flopped over, so you're able to take the birdie, though. It is what it is. Codeblue getting a solid, clean eagle. Slim lining up the shot. It looks like it's... Oh, no! Oh, Slim catching the hillside just a tiny bit, but it's enough to push him into OB. Has to reshoot. That is tough to see. My goodness. There were quite a few shots during this round that were very unfortunate. Oh, no! Oh, hits the hillside, clips over, reshoots, and then chains out. Thank you so much to all of our players for playing along. This was round 3 of the Beating Bam playoffs. This is Master Darkpoi Gaming. I am Darkpoi, and hopefully, I'll see you in the future.